Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be working on this area here. Now it's all looking a little bit, let's say, not very nice at the moment. So the plan is to put down patio surface here, and then that will allow me at a later date to put up a structure here, like a little shed type thing for Sam's tools, and just kind of neaten all this area up. So I'm going to get started straight away. It's a beautiful sunny day, albeit a little windy. Let's see the back of these brambles keep biting me. You have to make a mess before you make it better. I was just standing behind the camera and that little bird there just flown off, landed on my hat. I was just standing here and I thought it was a tree branch rubbing on my head. I looked up and he flew off and just landed on there. I better get moving. If he thinks I'm a tree, must be standing still too long. So we've got some very stubborn ivy here. I've got membrane down. It kind of just creeps across it. So what I may have to do in this area, I haven't got a chance to work my way right the way through, is maybe put some black plastic, I've already got some, just overlap it in this area, dye this back, and then I can address this area going this way a little bit further in the future. But for now I just want to concentrate on getting this done. Okay, it's time for a change of clothing. Just leant back into the water feature and got soaked. So if you wonder why I've got a different top on, trousers, that's why. See you in a mo, just going to get changed. Oh, that's better. change your clothes. Nothing worse than working when you've got wet clothes on. Okay, where was we? These days so much happens online, whether it's booking a hotel, managing finances or keeping in touch with loved ones. But what most people don't realise is that when you're online, your personal data could be quietly collected, stored and sold by data brokers. That's why I have partnered with Incogni for today's video. Sometimes it can be as simple as clicking accept cookies on a website. That one click could be giving companies permission to track your activities, collect your location and device info, then pass it on to data brokers who buy and sell that data. Incogni gets your personal data removed from those websites and companies that collect and trade it. It's not something that you need to chase down yourself. Incogni handles the entire process, contacting dozens of data brokers, making sure it's actually removed. We use the family plan, which covers up to 5 people, so everyone is protected with just one account. You get 60% off a 1-year plan by using my link in the description, incogni.com/seansworld. That's incogni.com/seansworld to take back some control of your personal data starting today. It's as simple as that and makes a big difference. Just like this patio wheel. Time for a mix. So before I go and get the mix, what I've done is just put a very simple 3x2 down for kind of a shutter. We're going to come off the top slab there, level with some concrete, and this will be the base for our shed and our water butt. Nice solid base, and then the rest of this we'll use our patio slab maker. We'll just create the patio around this area. So it's going to be a concrete mix, this one. Let that be going off, and we can look at doing the rest. So I've got it wedged in there, it's not going to come away. We'll just put a bit of a fillet through there. We won't go on top of this, we'll go level with this. Bearing in mind we've still got our water pipe to the well. Not going to go right the way across to the back of the house. It's going to finish short, then we're going to fill that with gravel so I can still tend to those tiresome brambles and ivy. I'm going to get some salt and vinegar and dish soap on them later on, but for now we're just going to get the base down solid. That end is wedged in, just got to get some fixings in here. There's not going to be a lot of pressure on it, it's just to hold the form until it sets. We've got a nice fall away from the house, so any water will just naturally drain this way, which is very important, so we don't want to start undermining the foundations. It's perfectly adequate. Like I say, there's no pressure there, it's just to hold the edge. A quick wet down. No, I'm not watering the brambles and the ivy. We'll deal with those a little bit later, but for now just a quick damp down. for another mix. Let's see whether I've got enough with this barrel load. Won't be far short. Ooh, get it in now. Yikes. Slightly wetter mix. Good. I'm going to keep an eye on the weather. If it gets too hot, I'll cover it up with some black plastic just to stop it drying too quick. If it goes too quick, it could, disrupt the concrete and start cracking. We don't want that. Nice slow cure. Now that what they call the bleed water has soaked through, now this can vary on different jobs, sometimes within 40 minutes to several hours for it to dissipate. If you want to finish it off with a slight texture, you have to get the timing right to broom it off. Let's just see whether I have. This gives it a slight texture. This isn't the best broom. I just don't want it to be slippery. I'm just going to give it a light sweep with the broom. Now the wind is getting up and the weather is changing. I must remember to connect that downpipe so it doesn't pour onto there and destroy it all. Now you can keep this wetted down, a couple of times a day so it doesn't dry too quickly because it's very windy and still quite warm, but you don't want too much water on there because it will destroy it completely. Let's just stick this on there, the temporary measure. Get a bin here and just keep the water off of that area. Pop some screws in this, hold it in place. Let's put it on the ground. Better. It's just a temporary measure until I get something set up more permanently. Oh, I'm pleased with that. And then once this is set, we strike the timbers. We've got these to go down, so this will be slightly lower, which is how I wanted it, than the base, but not too much. It's a trip hazard. Yeah, we'll just move this along there, probably 1, 2, 3 deep that way, and we'll just continue out this way. But we can't do that just yet because we've got to strike this. Once that's set, that'll be in another video, I think, this one. The weather's not looking too great, to be honest with you. Because it's windy, it looks like it's going to pour down. I think I'll probably use this sheet to cover up the concrete. That'll be fine then. And then yeah, we'll address this area in another video. So yeah, getting back to Incogni, we use them, they're a great company. They sort out all of that stuff that would take you forever to do. Clean up your, your footprint, if you like, your digital footprint, and make sure no one's got information that they shouldn't have about you. Yeah, we're all online nowadays, so it is an important consideration. Okay, I think I'm going to call it a day on this one. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for your discount, 60%, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching. Bye for now.